Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the Places of Worship Act 1991 and also the recent controversy which has been going on in Sambhal, which is a town in western Uttar Pradesh. So let us first of all see the timeline of the video. First we will be looking at the news, then about the Sambhal district and also the Jama Masjid of it, and then what is the Places of Worship Act 1991, that is which is the most important aspect from the exam respect in this video. Then in the end, a prelims MCQ topic is of relevance from general studies paper 2, that is polity section, acts and laws. So let us begin. And the news talks about Places of Worship Act and the legal issues in the Sambhal Mosque case. So from exam respect, or from the aspect from where the question can be asked in the examination, is the Places of Worship Act 1991. As we move forward, Drishti IAS has come up with the IAS foundation course covering both prelims and mains in an offline manner in English medium, and the batches are starting in Lucknow, that is 29th November 11:30 a.m. and Prayagraj is 2nd January 5:30 p.m. If you have any query, give us a call at 8010440440. And Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now been shifted to Noida. So the classes which were taking place in Mukherjee Nagar till now will now be starting to take place in Noida, and the Hindi medium batch will begin from 9th of December and the English medium batch will begin from 12th of December. If you are traveling by metro, then the nearest metro station is Noida sector 15 and the address is C171/2 block A sector 15 Noida, Uttar Pradesh. And if you have any query, give us a call at 9311406440. And the exact location link is also given in the description box. And if you want to receive a call back from Drishti's counselors, then the form is also given in the description box, so you can fill out the form and Drishti will call you back. Then the news talks about that the district court in Sambhal, which is a town in the western Uttar Pradesh, has ordered a survey of the Shahi Jama Masjid, and this after the order which has been given by the court or the district court with regard to the survey, a recent violence has erupted in the area. And with this violence, what has been said was that the claims that has been made in this case is similar to the one which is made in the case of Gyanvapi Mosque in Varanasi, Shahi Idgah in Mathura, and Kamal-Maula Mosque in Madhya Pradesh, Dhar. And with this, what comes to the news is the Places of Worship Act 1991. So the claims in all these disputes essentially seek to change the religious character of a place of worship. So all the examples which I just told you, all these examples talks about one point, and that is with regard to changing or seeking to change the religious character of a place of worship. And the places of worship in India are dealt under the Places of Worship Act 1991. And under the Places of Worship Act, the change the religious character of a place of worship is prohibited. So this is what we have to look into. Now, first of all, about the Sambhal Jama Masjid mosque. So it is a protected monument and was notified on December 22, 1920 under the Ancient Monuments Preservation Act 1904. It is also a monument of national importance and is also under the centrally protected monuments. So all these things tells us that the mosque holds a relevant place. Now coming to the most important aspect, and that is the Places of Worship Act 1991. Now this says that the religious character of any place of worship as it existed on August 15, 1947 must be maintained. Like for example, when India got its independence in the year 1947, so whatever was the status of or whatever was the religious character of any place of worship. So the religious character of any place of worship at the time or at the date of 15th August 1947 must be maintained as it is. So whatever was the character on the date 15th August 1947, that must not be changed, that must be maintained as it is. This is what the Places of Worship Act 1991 talks about. Then an act to prohibit conversion of any place of worship and to provide for the maintenance of the religious character of any place of worship. It means conversion is prohibited. Conversion means changing the character of the places of worship. So if that whatever is the character, that character must be maintained and that character must be carried forward. So conversion from one aspect to another aspect is not required or is not allowed. That is what the exact point also talks about, that is an act to prohibit conversion of any place of worship and to provide for the maintenance of the religious character of any place of worship. So conversion is not allowed and the maintenance is also mentioned in it. Then there is a section under the act, and the section is section 3 of the act talks about, and it also bars the conversion. So section 3 of the act also talks about that conversion must not take place in full or part. So be it complete conversion or a part of it. So complete conversion is also not allowed, or any part of the conversion is also not allowed. So section 3 of the act bars the conversion in full or part of a place of worship of any religious denomination. So any religious denomination, conversion is not allowed, be it in full or in part. So conversion of a place of worship of any religious denomination into a place of worship of a different religious denomination. So if conversion is taking from one religious denomination into other religious denomination, that is not allowed. Then even a different segment of the same religious denomination. So within the same religious denomination also, but the segment is different, that is also not allowed. But there is one exception under the Places of Worship Act 1991, and that was the Babri Masjid and the Ram Janmabhoomi dispute. And the reason was that at that point of time, this dispute was already subjudized. So because this dispute was subjudized at the time of 15th August 1947, so this became an exception. And apart from this, all other religious characters and the places of worship were included under the Places of Worship Act. So conversion or the changing the character of any place of worship into other character, that is also not allowed. And in the same religious denomination but in a different segment, that is also not allowed. And which section stops the conversion or bars the conversion? That is section 3 of the act. And prohibition of conversion is there, and plus maintenance. So religious character will be maintained of any religious or place of worship, and this is also provided. So the maintenance is also provided under the act. So these are the important provisions of the act which you need to be very careful, and also the date you need to be very careful, that is 15th August 1947. So this was about the controversy. That is not important from your exam respect. What is important is the act. And in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. That is, under the Places of Worship Act 1991, which section bars conversion of a place of worship either wholly or partially, that is full or partially, to a different denomination or segment? Section 1 of the Places of Worship Act, Section 2 of the Places of Worship Act, Section 3 of the Places of Worship Act, or Section 5 of the Places of Worship Act? So give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.